Our topic says, who is the genesis of my problem? There is reason why we put it that way. Who is the genesis of my what? Of my problem. In another words, you can ask yourself, you can say, what is the genesis of my problem? A wise man, when a wise man wants to look solution of the genesis of his problem, it doesn't begin from his enemy. You know, when this kind of message come, we that are living in this kind of environment, the first thing that came to our mind is that those that are not happy with us. Am I right? Yes, sir. That is the first thing that came to our mind. But when you begin to look for your problem in such manner, you will tarry for days or years before getting solution. So when a wise person wants to look solution of himself, he begin from searching from himself before any other area. Is somebody hearing me?
Yeah, sir.
He begin to make a search of himself and not another person. Do you know that many wars the people of Israel fought was not because there is enemy around them, but because they forbid the law God has given unto them. So now God makes enemy to rise against them. So if they point their problem is that their problem is their enemy, there can never be solution until they get back to themselves and know where they have mixed it with God and begin to have a solution. Is somebody hearing me? That is how wise men searches for their problem, searches for the genesis of their predicament. They begin from them. When Adam sinned against God, why God was not happy with Adam? Adam sinned against God. When God discovered that Adam was naked, he asked Adam, where are you? Why? He said, I am hiding in this place because I am naked. He said, who told you that you are naked? Have you eaten those things I asked you not to do? Things I have forbidden you. He didn't say, Lord, have mercy on me. The next thing he did is to appoint to the woman God has given to him. He said, it is the woman which you give me that makes me to eat the fruit. And God becomes a man. When God gave Adam the woman, what did happen to Adam? Adam rejoiced and said, blessed be the Lord. This is the bone of my bone, the flesh of my what? Flesh. He glorified God for giving him the helper. But he came a time when he blamed God of giving him the woman. And God asked the woman did not fail to breed for the Lord. He blamed who? The serpent. And the serpent have already been condemned from the beginning of the world. He has already condemned. And God began to lay the punishment unto them. But I was listening to a man preacher. There was a man that was preaching. He was talking about Davidic order. What God, David becomes the heart of God in all David's life. When David make a lot of mistakes, the problem that came to David, that his child died. Everything that had happened to him. And he began to mention the quality of David. David has 7 anointings. He said David is a poem, is a psalmist, is a prophet. He has anointing of a king, anointing of a father, anointing of a warrior, anointing of a shepherd. 7 anointing one man carry. When he sinned against God, Nathan showed up and said to David, you have sinned against God. When David discovered, he fell down immediately. He didn't even check there are people looking around. He fell down and said, I have sinned against you. I am the reason of my predicament. He was not careful to know. People that are taken, they know he's a prophet. They know he's a man of God. They know he's this and that. But when he sinned against God, he doesn't even careful to know people around him. He fell down and said, Lord, I have sinned against you. That is when he made Psalm 51 and began to plead unto God and say, contrite heart you do not despise. In such a man that made a appeal for God, he doesn't even care for the disgrace, and he blamed himself and come back to his senses, and God looked unto him. What he did was even more than what Saul did, but yet God said David is a man after my own heart. In all the days of him, he didn't lose a battle. He fought 44 battles and he won all of them. What is such a man? He understood the way men fight their predicament. He began from himself.